Digital Photography in Education, a short film created by Andrew, Jay, Morgan, and Michelle. Through photography, we are able to create durable images, or photographs. However, not too long ago, the process of creating a photo was very different than what we know today. Up until the 1980s, photographs were made by exposing light-sensitive photographic film, which was known as film photography or chemical photography. Chemical photographic processing allowed us to develop and stabilize these images, but unless you had a darkroom, you had to depend on the lab to edit your images. Film was a continuing cost, and one of the worst parts was that you couldn't view your photos immediately, leading to many developed photos that you were not satisfied with. Polaroid cameras were developed as a solution to this problem. They allowed for almost immediate results, as the images would develop before your eyes, minutes after taking the photo, and with just a few shakes. However, film was very costly, and this didn't exactly mean that every photo turned out the way you wanted it to. These cameras were also very heavy, and the quality and resolution of photographs were also very poor. In the late 80s, Sony developed the first digital camera, and thus, digital photography was born. Digital photography is one of the several forms of digital imaging. Digital images are also created by non-photographic equipment such as computer tomography scanners and radio telescopes. Digital imaging uses an electronic image sensor to record the image as a set of electronic data rather than as chemical changes on film. An important difference between digital and chemical photography is that chemical photography resists photomanipulation because it involves film and photographic paper, while digital imaging is a highly manipulative medium. Digital photographs can be displayed, printed, stored, manipulated, transmitted, and archived using digital and computer techniques without chemical processing. This has allowed users to adjust features of the photo such as brightness and blurriness, as well as edit to crop photo to a desired size or add and deviate images through programs such as Photoshop. Digital photography is using photography to tell a story. People are able to capture images that tell the viewer something about that moment in time. The images tell a story that can be compiled to document history. Each person taking the image sees something different, and it helps the viewer see it from their perspective. The image can be critiqued from different viewpoints, but each person takes something different from the photo and has their own interpretation. In schools, the use of digital photography has been on the rise. With the adoption of 21st century learning, more and more teachers are using digital photography in education, both as a tool to enhance learning as well as assist learning. Activities incorporating the use of digital photography allow the students to capture an image related to their learning. The best part is that students are engaged in their learning through the use of technology. Digital photography is also a way in which we can differentiate instruction to meet the needs of our students. Visual learners may learn best through images of detailed instructions rather than written instructions. It also provides students the option to represent thoughts and ideas through captured images. English language learners may also benefit from images as a form of communication, both from the teacher and students. Digital photography allows teachers to adapt to the needs of students easily and effectively. Digital photography is incorporated in the classroom through a variety of technology. Digital cameras, tablets, webcams, and even cell phones are all used by students to capture images during lessons and for assignments. Cellular phones are being encouraged as technology to facilitate learning rather than distract students from it. All of these changes indicate the popularity of digital photography as a tool for learning. It is quite evident that digital photography has changed many things. Cameras are lighter, memory cards are smaller, images can be viewed immediately and edited. However, digital photography is also changing education in the way that students communicate, comprehend, and learn. Thanks for tuning in, and stay tuned for more.